So, quick word while I get ready for church this morning. So, this week I challenge you to be more intentional about the seeds that you're sowing. Most of the times, we're constantly worried about why we're thinking about certain things or why we're doing certain things. And it's not because we have built habits in our minds to think that way. Sometimes it's because we have a heart posture in our heart that has not yet been eradicated. I know for me, on my walk with the Holy Spirit, I used to suffer from debilitating anxiety. My anxiety was through the roof. And I spent ample time trying to wonder why I thought the way I thought. And I didn't realize it was because of certain seeds that were sown into my heart as a little girl. Certain things and doubts and limitations that I believed about myself that needed to be eradicated out of my heart so I can allow the Holy Spirit to come into that place and change me. I suffered through alcoholism. I suffered through fear, doubt, and I placed all my limitations that I had on my parents on the Holy Spirit. And so it left me feeling like, oh, God can never do this for me. God can never make this happen. God can never change my life in this way. And it wasn't until the Holy Spirit revealed to me, it's not me that you think like that about. It's your parents or it's your friends or the people that let you down that you think that way about. That I was really able to change my heart. And I wrote a post like this on Substack a couple of weeks ago. Our hearts are like gardens. Whatever seeds we allow to be sown in those places are the seeds that we water that become our thoughts that then become our actions. And so what I mean when I say I challenge you to think a little bit deeper this week, I challenge you to actually put some things into action. So for me, I know I'm a person that constantly is looking at my to-do list, that constantly is wondering what I have to do for the next week. And sometimes I have made a habit of when I wake up in the morning to check my text messages, check my phone. And I absolutely hate that about my routine. So it's something that I'm intentionally working towards changing. So instead of getting up to check my phone in the morning, I'm making intentional time to journal. I'm making intentional time to spend time with the Holy Spirit. Even if I'm literally just taking a moment to have a cup of coffee or have a cup of tea and sit on the couch in pure silence just to hear what the Holy Spirit's saying. I'm being intentional about that. I know we have moments and bouts in our walk where it's hard, where, your flesh, your mind wants to read the word. Your mind knows to read the word, but your flesh wanting to do other things. You have a million things in a day you have to do, but sometimes we have to quiet and still our spirit and allow the Holy Spirit to move. So this week, I just challenge you, whatever thing in your life, whether it be small, whether it be big, that you want to see God change in, and you may have a limited belief, you may have anxiety, you may have doubt, fear, or even limitations about what God can do. I ask you to just take one simple step towards that, whether it's putting that phone down, whether it's writing that email that God told you to write weeks ago to start that newsletter, whether it's to write that first line of that book. I challenge you to do that because that is the one step that's going to help you get closer to what God desires for you. And sometimes our desires in our heart are not linked to our mind and not linked to the things that we want to see happen, because we have created these wheels in our mind to tell us that will never happen, even though God has placed a desire in your heart. And that's a lie that we have to take captive and we have to tear down. So I challenge you, as I challenge myself this week, to take one intentional step towards what you want to see God do in your life and have faith and know that He can do it. God is not a man that He will lie.